Hi everybody and welcome back to Save with Jarod. I'm Jarod and today we're going to learn a quick trick on how to rapidly reduce your home loan. Want to know what that is? Let's get into it. So, enough of this anticipation. This is something I actually learned a bit ago while buying a house myself. I am genuinely surprised at how effective this really is. And that's how to knock off 7 years of your bond in just 2 little tricks. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, he's probably going to tell me to put down 10% of my bond or something like that. Wrong. Let me first explain how bonds work. Bonds work using amortized interest. Now, what this means is that by using an amortization schedule, a bank calculates your 20 to 30 year bond, all the interest, upfront. Now, this is different from your credit card, where your interest is calculated monthly on a specific date based on your outstanding balance. With the bond, your outstanding balance and period is already known at the start of the contract. It's not like your credit card, which can get paid off at any point in time. Here's an example of an amortization schedule and how it works. Now, you'll see the interest is a lot over that period. Often, the interest that you'll pay back is equal to the amount of the loan that you've taken out. So, in effect, you're almost paying double for your asset. So, you're paying back almost double. That's not great, is it? So, you'll see that your repayment is broken down into interest payment portions and capital payment portions. And in the first 10 years, you can see that the interest portion is almost double the amount of the capital, which means that you are paying off the interest in the first 10 years before you even touch the capital. Only in year 10 do you actually get into equal portions of payment for interest and capital. It's important that we knock off that interest as fast as possible and reduce the term of that bond to as few years as we can. Now, in an earlier video of mine, I explained how to pay off your bond in 7 years. If you haven't watched it already, go check it out. But if you're a first-time home buyer and you've just bought, here's where it gets really interesting. The trick that you're going to use is just by adding an extra 1,000 Rand a month towards your bond. The second one that we're going to show is what happens if you add 1,500 a month extra towards your bond repayment. Just for calculation purposes, I'm using a 1 million Rand bond. Why am I using a 1 million Rand bond? The average bonded house in South Africa, according to a few studies, is roughly 1.3 million Rand. However, I'm using 1 million Rand. Remember, with transfer duties at the moment, there's no transfer duties payable on a property that is worth 1 million Rand and below. Now, in this next video clip coming up, you're going to see a calculation that I've done to see exactly how much interest that you're going to be paying. So, I'm currently on Uber's extra repayment calculator. You can see I've already filled this out. So I've put 1 million Rand as the bond debt for this scenario, 20-year remaining bond term, 7% for the interest rate, which is our current prime rate right now, a monthly repayment of 7,753 Rand, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a recurring monthly payment of 1,000 Rand. We just hit calculate. You can see this has reduced our total loan amount now by 208,000 Rand, and we've reduced our term by almost 4.5 years, which is a lot of time. Now the monthly repayment amount increased to 8,753 Rand. Now, what I want to show us next is if we just put in another 500 Rand. So we'll change that to 1,500 Rand, hit recalculate again. The total amount you can see has dropped to 1.58 million Rand. You can see we've now knocked off almost 6 years of your loan amount, and we've reduced the entire loan amount by 277,000. This is what we're going to do now and move forward to reducing that loan term. And 6 years out of a 20-year bond is a lot of time. All in all, that's going to knock off about 7 years of your bond and about 500,000 Rand in interest. That's a whole lot of money saved. 651,252 Rand to be exact. Now this applies to existing bonds as well. But remember, if you are financed at a higher amount and have had your interest rate fixed, it might not have the exact same effect as it is right now. Remember, at this time when applying for a new bond, we haven't had interest rates in South Africa like this. Well, ever. So it's worthwhile considering fixing your interest rate. Chat to your financial advisor and your home loan expert. They'll really help you out and give you some guidance on whether this is the best option for you. If you were looking to get into the property market, and if you have the affordability for it, now's the time. The additional repayments method works in any interest scenario and can really help us to pay off our homes as fast as possible. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I hope this video has added some value to your life and helped you out in some way. Share this with as many people as you like if you feel it can help them. And consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this. Also, check out my blog on Tumblr and my podcast on podbean.com to see the audio and written versions of this video. See you guys next time, so keep safe, keep saving, and remember, pay off that bond fast.